Man walks 20 miles to work until one day cop follows him and sees why. On his first day of work at a location nearly 20 miles from his house, a young man in Alabama said he was left with one option to get: walk. After Walter Carr's car broke down, he was faced with the dilemma of how to get to his job site the next morning. It was going to be his first day with Bellhop's moving company. He decided to leave his house in Homewood at midnight after sleeping for 4 hours and began the trek to the home of the family he was going to help move. Along the way, Carr sat down because his legs were hurting, and he was stopped by Officer Mark Knighton of Pelham Police Department. The department told ABC he told Knighton that he had 8 to 10 miles left to go in the journey. Officers Carl Perkinson and Clint Rhodes pulled up shortly after the Pelham police added, and all 3 officers took the young man to breakfast. He told the officers that he was determined to make the long journey to make it to his first day of work. "I didn't want to defeat myself," Carr said. At 6:30 a.m. Saturday morning, another officer, Scott Duffy, brought Carr to the home of Jenny Lammy, where he was set to meet his new colleagues and begin helping her family move. Duffy told Lammy about Carr's trek and asked if he could hang out at the home until the rest of the Bellhop's crew arrived. "My heart just stopped," Lammy told ABC News. She said she offered Walter food and a couch to lie down on until 8 a.m., but he insisted they get to work. Lammy said she thought about his all-night walk and how now he'd lift heavy boxes in excruciating heat, and it blew her away. "I burst into tears a couple times," she said. Lammy said she learned more that impressed her about Carr. He told her children he was supposed to be receiving his associate's degree later this year, then he'll ship off to boot camp with the Marines. When he was 5 years old, he told her he and his mother lost their home in New Orleans during Hurricane Katrina. When the crew arrived and introduced themselves to Walter, Lammy said she was touched that they thanked him for showing up. She said that they'd been shocked to learn about Carr's all-night trek. Lammy found a way to get in contact with Bellhop's CEO, Luke Marklin. She shared the story on Facebook and set up a GoFundMe to raise money for Walter to fix his car. But Marklin had something else in mind. "Walter's incredible, and what he did is incredible," Marklin told ABC News. "It's everything our company stands for." Marklin drove from his home in Chattanooga, Tennessee to Homewood, Alabama to meet Carr for lunch. While Carr walked 30 minutes to meet Marklin, he did not know that the Lammy family, Pelham police, and his colleagues were all at a nearby hotel waiting to surprise him. When he arrived, the entire group was there, and Marklin gave him the keys to the SUV he drove to Alabama, a Ford Escape. "Walter truly raised the bar," Marklin said. Lammy said her family will be inspired by him whenever they have tough times. "He's like the poster boy for no excuses," she said. "He just got his deep faith. He wasn't alone." Carr said he was so happy that he had touched people with his story and that he was blessed to bless others.